Hello and welcome to Khan's Tech Lab. As we are working on the logic series, and the last session was solving the prime number using Java. In this session, we will learn how to resolve Fibonacci series using Java. So let us understand what is Fibonacci series. The Fibonacci series is a series of numbers where each number is the sum of two preceding ones. For example, 0 and 1. Then the next number is 0 plus 1, which is 1. Usually, this sequence will start from the number 0. And 0, as you can see here in the right side image, 0 and 1, 0 plus 1 equals to the third one, 1. Then 1 plus 1, that is equals to 2. Then 1 plus 2, that is equals to 3. Then 2 plus 3, that is equals to 5. And so on. As we generally discuss, what is the use case? Where it applies for any logical problem. So here for Fibonacci sequence, and there is one more sequence called golden ratio. These two are related to each other. They appear in natural phenomena. So it includes arrangement of leaves on a stem, spiral patterns of seashells, and a few branching of trees. As you can see here in the images on the right side, the first image depicts arrangement of leaves on a stem. Similarly, the second image says the spiral pattern of the seashell. Also, if you can see here, if you observe, the sequence is visible here 0 and 1, and 1 plus 1 2, then 1 plus 2 3, then 2 plus 3 5, then 3 plus 5 8. So these number of patterns are there, 8 plus 5, then 13, and so on. Also, there are a few applications in the computer sciences, finance, etc. Now let's quickly learn how to generate Fibonacci sequence using Java. As usual, I will just create a Java class and I will call it as Fibonacci sequence. I will create a main method, and now a few things we need to understand. First thing is how many number of how many numbers we need in the sequence, the count of the numbers. So for that we will take a variable, I will call it as count. For example, I will take as 8. So 8 numbers should be there in the sequence from 0. Now, as we discussed, the first number is always 0 and the second number is always 1. Now, let us create a for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than count. We need to iterate the number of times as count, then I plus plus. Now, let us take one more number, number 3, and it should be number 1 plus number 2. Number 1 plus number. Now, 0, 1. Then number 3 is 1. Then we should shift the number to the next iteration. So, number 1 will become number 2 and number 2 will become number 3. Also, let us print the numbers. S out number 1 plus, let us give some space. First I will run this, then I will debug and show how it works. Let me remove the new line here and let me run it in the same line. As you can see, it is the same sequence as we observed in the presentation. 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. So here, let me add a breakpoint and debug to show you how it is working internally. So we have taken the count as 8. So the iteration will be 8 times. But the number 1 and number 2 are fixed. So it is 0 and 1. So in the first iteration, we will add number 3 equal to number 1 plus number 2. Now number 2 is also 1. 0 plus 1, 1. But in the first loop, we will just print number 1 and it is 0. As you can see here, the first number is 0. And now we are swapping number 1 with number 2 and number 2 with number 3. So number 1 will become 1, which is number 2, and number 2 is also 1, which is number 3. So after swapping, the iteration is 1, second iteration. Now 1 plus 1, then number 3 should become 2. But we will print the number 1 first. So number 1 value is 1 as it got swapped last time and it got printed. Then now number 1 is 1, number 2 is also 1. So it remains the same. But number 2 was previously 1 and number 3 was 2. So this will, number 2 will become 2. Similarly, third iteration, number 3 will become 1 plus 2, which is 3. And let us print the number 1. Number 1 is still 1. Similarly, the next iteration, if I can just add the debugger here, the next iteration, and so on, the iteration will execute 8 times 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 0 to 7, 8 times. Now the iteration got iterated 8 times, and now we have got the Fibonacci series, which was very similar to what we have observed from the presentation. This is the simplest way to write logic for the Fibonacci sequence. Hope you understood, and if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you have any queries, please do comment in the comment section, and also please share the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.